Hello, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my love coming spread for all of my Aries out there. So this is a love coming spread for all of my Aries out there for the week of November 24th to the 30th. So without any further ado, let's jump in and see what the cards have to say. Oh, okay. Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter. Sun, Moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sun, Moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. What kind of love is coming towards my Aries during the week of November 24th and to the 30th? What kind of love is coming towards my Aries during the week of November 24th and to the 30th? Well, here we go. Here we go. Okay. All right. Okay, my Aries. So, right out the gate here, we have a Page of Cups. Okay? It's a water sign individual. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Now, right now, what this individual has done is they have put the brakes on. We got the Hangman card here. So, they kind of like, they pause things. They put the brakes on right now, pursuing you because whatever's going on with them, they're transitioning right now from a really choppy situation with the Six of Swords here, from a choppy situation to a more calmer, relaxed situation here, okay? So, this transition also, we got the Hermit card. They're doing a lot of soul searching, a lot of deep thinking and things of that nature. So, they're really putting things together for themselves, okay? So, in other words, it seems like this individual, this could be, I want to quantify this, it could be a younger water sign individual, or it could be a water sign individual young at heart. I want to quantify the statement by saying this. Now, with that being said, this person was pursuing you, but they decided to kind of slow down things a little bit, kind of put the brakes on, because I'm getting the impression here that they needed to kind of get a sense of themselves here. Okay, they needed to do a lot of soul searching and self-reflection. They needed to go on with them, because I believe that this was probably a rebound situation for them, and they probably realized it was a rebound situation. So they decided to kind of slow things down a little bit, put the brakes on this a little bit, kind of take things a little bit slower, to get themselves in a good place emotionally and mentally. That's why you see the transition from a choppy situation to a more fluent situation. And also that's why we got the Hermit card. It kind of slowed it down a little bit. Slowed it down a little bit, okay? Now, with that being said, in addition, we also have a younger Page of Pentacles here. Earth sign individual, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Now, this individual is being very careful about how they're wording things, okay? So this is an individual, you recognize an individual by, they're very strategically wording things so that there's no ambiguity, so that nothing that they're communicating can be taken out of text, out of context rather. And they're looking to take that leap of faith towards their wishes. So, you know, they're coming at you, but they're kind of like, they're not letting their youth get in the way. They're kind of being intellectual and intelligent about it and kind of going about it in that way, okay? Now, with that being said, this person's got plenty of choices, okay? You know, they have with the Seven of Cups here, they have plenty of choices, so there's no worries there. But they decided, you know what? They're feeling you, so they kind of decided to take that leap of faith, but they're doing it intellectually, okay? So just because they're young doesn't mean they're naive, all right? Now, with that being said, finally, we also have this another water sign individual, okay? Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. And this person is a person that's really, they're very willing to be very, very generous, very, very courteous. And this is a person that's pretty much blowing up your social media, okay? We have the Eight of Wands here. So this individual is pretty much blowing up your social media, communicating with you constantly, you know, via Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you know, even the traditional old-fashioned phone call type of situation. So just to recap real quick. So first of all, you had a younger water sign individual, either young or younger at heart. They were moving towards you, but they decided to kind of put the brakes on because it kind of occurred to them that this was more of a rebound situation for them. So they wanted to kind of slow things down. They're still kind of pursuing you. They're definitely still in the running here, but they've definitely taken the initiative to slow things down, okay? To really do a little bit of soul searching and getting themselves together so that, you know, when they do finally come around, they're approaching it from a healthy perspective, okay? Again, we have an earth sign individual, a younger, potentially younger earth sign individual that's actually taking a leap of faith towards you. But again, you know, this individual is being very strategic with how they go about doing it. And finally, we have a water sign individual here that's basically just blowing up your phone, your social media accounts, trying to get your attention. So that's where you're at right now. So that's all the people that are pursuing you. So with that being said, let's see, what kind of strengths are you going to be working with? What kind of strengths are you going to be working with during the week of November 24th to the 30th? What kind of strengths? What kind of strengths are my Aries going to be dealing with during the week of November 24th to the 30th? What kind of strengths are my Aries going to be dealing with? All right, here we go. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Okay. All right. All right, Aries. I see you. I see you. So right now, you're looking for a recognized victory. Okay, these are all your strengths here. Okay, so right now you are looking for a recognized victory. You need something that's going to be recognized. Okay, in other words, you need somebody that's not going to be afraid to like kind of keep you hidden in the shadows. You're looking for somebody that's going to be proud to be with you, that's going to take you out of the arm, wine you and dine you, show you off to the world. So you're looking for something, you're looking for a love that's going to be recognized. You're not looking to be hidden away in a closet somewhere. You're looking to be brought out and about. Also, you're feeling yourself, which is why you want that recognized victory, all right? You're feeling yourself. You're like, you know what? I'm not a bad looking person, okay? I'm hot. I want everybody else to know I'm hot too. So that's what's going on right now with that. In addition here, we have the Knight of Pentacles here, okay? So you're very strategic in how you're approaching relationships this particular week. You're very strategic. You know, again, I use strategic and methodical interchangeable, but this particular week, this could even be construed as maybe even being a little bit methodical in how you navigate the different prisms of relationships. So you're very methodical this week because you're like, you know what? I want to get what I want. I'm tired of messing around. I want to find an individual that's not going to be ashamed to have me on their arm, wine me and dine me, show me to the world, because yes, I am worth it. So you're being very strategic about how you go look for that individual. With that being said, though, okay, you have been engaged in a third-party broken heart situation here. And that probably would explain a lot about why you don't want to be hidden away somewhere. You're looking for some recognition here. Okay? So yeah, so you pretty much you've dealt with that. You know how that feels, and you're not looking to have a repeat of that. Now, with that being said, also we have the Lovers card here. So you're looking for a twin flame. You're straight looking for a twin flame. Okay? And you have the Ace of Swords here. You're pretty clear about what you want. Again, no removable mental blockages. Very clear, level-headed. You know what you're looking for. Again, Ace of Swords also represents victory. So you want this victory, and you're pretty clear-headed about the way you're going about it. Okay? So there's no half-stepping with you with this particular situation. This is what you want. You want that recognized victory. You want somebody that's going to be proud to have you on their arm. And that's it. Nothing else is going to do. You're looking to have that recognition that you deserve. And in addition here, you've asserted yourself in a situation. And it's kind of like it's a solid. You're very solid in your decisions this week when it comes to this. You're like, you know what? I want somebody that's not afraid also to tell me how they feel about me out in public. Okay? This is all about recognition for you this particular week, particularly. You know, you're in a very solid place, a very grounded, solid place. And like I said, you're approaching this with a very clear sense of purpose. And finally, here we have the King of Wands. And so you're thinking about the long term, the big picture here. And to be real with you, you do want somebody that's going to be proud to have you on their arm and give you the acknowledgement and the recognition that you deserve. And you're thinking about the long term, because you know, if they don't respect you now, all right, it's a good possibility they're not going to respect you later. There's a train of thought out there. It's like, well, you know, once a person gets to know you, then they feel more comfortable with you. The way I roll is like, listen, if you respect me from the door, we good. If you got to work up to learning, if you have to work up to a point where you have to learn how to respect me and feel comfortable around me, like, and that the comfortability will be like, you know, just treat me like I deserve to be treated, then you can keep on moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how it is. I mean, I'm kind of old-fashioned in that regard. You know, hold the door for a lady, you know what I mean, and things of that nature. Just things that are considered old-fashioned today, but that's not how I see it. I call it being a gentleman, but that's just how that works. But, you know, if you're dealing with somebody that doesn't show chivalry or respect from a male's perspective, and also from a female's perspective as well, if you're dealing with someone that doesn't respect you, then you need to keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? And it's not going to get better with time. It's only going to get worse over a period of time, because when you first meet somebody is when you want to put your best foot forward, because first impressions are lasting ones. If they fuck it up in the very beginning, then what do you think is going to happen down the road? All right? So that's my little rant. But anyway, so those are all your strengths. So with that being said, what types of things from your past could possibly affect the outcome of this situation? What possible things from your past could possibly affect the outcome of this particular situation? What particular things from your past could possibly affect the outcome of this situation? What from your past could possibly affect the outcome of this particular situation? Let's see here. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. So, deal breaker, deception, the moon card, right from jump. If someone's going to be deceptive, then that's going to be an automatic deal breaker for you. And like I said before, you want that recognized victory. You've been engaged in a third-party heartbreak situation before, where you were deceived. So if someone's being deceptive, then that's going to be, deceptive. That's going to be a deal breaker right from the door. In addition, we have the King of Wands here. Like I said before, King of Wands, looking at the big picture, born leader, visionary, being able to see all the players on the field, so to speak. And so if there's any sense of ambiguity here, like I said, you want to approach things from a clear perspective. If there's any kind of ambiguity, if something doesn't quite seem right, okay, and if things start kind of getting gummed up in the beginning, whereas though you can't see them working themselves out as time goes on, you're gonna be like, nah, I'm done. I'm cool with that. Now, with that being said, we also have the Page of Swords here. So, in the past, you probably, in order to defend yourself against this, again, Page of Swords, it can be somewhat of an immature energy at times. Kind of harsh with how they handle things. And maybe in the past, at some point, maybe that's how you handle things. Now, you're a little bit more older, a little bit more seasoned, a little bit more sure of yourself. You know what you want now. So there's not going to be any kind of immaturity dealing with that situation. It's going to be pretty much more like, well, guess what? This is what I want. This is what I need. I want that recognition. I deserve that recognition. If you can't give me this recognition, then you need to bounce. It's pretty cut and dry. So, I think that's pretty straightforward, actually. So that being said, let's see what additional information spirits want to give before I shut this thing down. What additional information does Spirit wants you to know, what additional information do you have for my Aries? What additional information do you have for my Aries? Ooh, that definitely want to pop out. Here we go. Cool. Interesting. Clarity. This is the card that jumped out. Clarity. Okay? So, as I've been saying the entire time here, you want that recognition now. With that being said, you're going to have to be clear up front that that's kind of what you're looking for. Okay? You got to be clear about exactly what you're willing to accept and what you're not willing to accept. So clarity is key here. You're going to have to be very, very clear about what you're looking for. In addition, here we got context. Okay? So you're going to have to also make sure that if somebody, you know, put things in a context. Sometimes, you know, don't make more out of a situation than it actually is. All right, because you do have to keep in mind here. Sometimes, when people first meet people, there may be a little kind of, you know, getting to know you type of thing, and so things may not be exactly perfect. So put it into its proper context. So in other words, don't make a mountain out of a molehill. Okay, don't be like, wow, a little indiscretion turns into this really big fucking thing. Some people are just nervous, okay? Some people are just nervous, and they kind of like, you know, once they get to know you, things kind of smooth out. However, I will stress with that, that's still no excuse for not, you know, wanting to recognize you as their significant other and things like that. That's no excuse. All right, but I'm saying, you know, sometimes people are kind of nervous, so they're not going to do everything perfect, and don't use that as a catalyst to be like, bounce. All right. Finally here, productivity. With all that being said, you continue to be productive and move forward in achieving the goals that you want to, whether it be in your work life or in your personal life or in your spiritual development. You keep on moving forward and continuing to develop those things that are going to make you a whole person. Okay. So with that being said, I'm going to shut this thing down now. Again, if you guys haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. This is a general love reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody. That's cool. If it does resonate with you, please feel free to get a personal reading. I'll leave all the links and stuff below. If it didn't resonate with you, hey, that's cool too. And if you want a personal reading, you can still get one. I'll leave the link below. So I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.